And I thought this article sort of strange. Pope Francis to open 5 sacred portals on Christmas Eve for a ritual that's never been done before. And this article was put out by the New York Post. Starting on December the 24th, day before Christmas, the pontiff will open a series of 5 holy doors throughout the Vatican, including St. Peter's Basilica plus Rome's 3 other basilicas, to commence next year's Catholic Church's Jubilee, a joyful commencement of faith that normally occurs every 25 years. I find it strange that the article refers to these 5 doors as sacred portals, and they start to open on Christmas Eve, which is 12/24/24. The door at St. Peter's was sealed shut by a wall of bricks since the other Jubilee year of Divine Mercy in 2016. And on December the 2nd, which just happened, those were ripped down to ready the door for the opening as part of the rite of recognition that's coming. Within that wall was a sealed up box containing a key that opened the other doors. And after that Christmas Eve ritual, Pope Francis will open a symbolic door inside the Roman prison Rebibbia on December the 26th at the Feast of St. Stephen. It will be the first time a pope has opened a holy door at a prison, reported the Denver Catholic. Then on Sunday, December the 29th, Pope Francis will open the holy doors at Rome's Basilica of St. John, which he is also the bishop of. Then on New Year's Day, also a holy day of obligation, the holy door at the Papal Basilica of St. Mary Major outside the Vatican in Rome will be opened. And lastly, on Sunday, January the 5th, Pope Francis will open the 5th and final holy door at the Papal Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls in Rome. So now let me recap what I just read to you. On the first door will be opened on Christmas Eve, December the 24th, a few days away. That would be 12/24/24. Kind of strange. At St. Peter's Basilica. The second door is to be opened on December the 26th, the day after Christmas. So that would be 12/26/24, and that will be at the prison during the Feast of St. Stephen. Now, St. Stephen in the Bible was the first martyr of the church. And the third, being on a Sunday, December the 29th of 24, will be at St. John's Basilica in Rome. And fourth will be January the 1st of 25, 1/1 of 25, and that will be at the Papal Basilica of St. Mary Major outside the Vatican in Rome. Then the 5th and last will be on Sunday, January the 5th of 25, that's 1/5/25, at the Papal Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls in Rome. The Catholic tradition of celebrating a jubilee began in the 1300s and was initially stretched out every 100 years rather than every 25. In modern times, Pope John Paul II was the last pope to celebrate the jubilee in the year 2000. In writings, I see the previous popes using 4 churches and not 5, and I see them referring to the doors as doors, not as portals. So this is new, this is different. I'm not understanding what's going on here. The only portals I know of are potentially something maybe that CERN might create, or that the sun might create, or the only one I know of through ancient writings would be the one on the top of Mount Hermon that was considered a stargate. And what's strange about that stargate is it's on the top of Mount Hermon in Israel, and the United Nations has controlled that area for many years and guarded it. So with the Israeli-Syrian war recently, the last few weeks, Israel took the Mount Hermon back, and the location where the Stargate is, they took back to secure northern Israel against attacks. Although that Stargate is not recorded in the Bible, it is recorded in ancient text like the Book of Enoch, where it is told that watchers came here from somewheres out there to watch over the people of the earth for God to report back to Him what mankind is up to. And the story goes that they sinned and turned away from God and were destroying the earth and mankind. And God came to judge them. And that's what brought the flood of Noah. I have to question, I haven't heard anything from the United Nations about Israel having that territory. They haven't complained like it was arranged. I don't know, I may be wrong. But it is all happening at the same time that we have drones everywhere. So, and they're talking about portals, and Israel's taking this area that is known in the past to have a Stargate. And all this going on at the same time, it's kind of spooky. I really don't know what they're up to. It remains to be seen. And one thing is for sure, it's only a few days away, so we will soon find out. The Bible tells us in Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. But woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." That tells us at some point during the tribulation period that the devil is going to be kicked out of heaven, his angels with him, and kicked down onto the earth, where he will try to rally them to attack the Lord at the Battle of Armageddon when he returns. That's what's going on there. And it appears to me to be a little too early for the woes to start on the tribulation timeline. But I don't think anything good can come out of portals and drone swarms and stargates all happening at the same time. These are definitely end-time events, pointing to the fact that Jesus is returning very soon. Are you ready? Are you prepared? It's time to ask Him to save you and your loved ones before it's too late.